Meryl Streep has over 400 pieces in her wardrobe, but regularly wears only 12% of them. Sound familiar? You open a full closet and still sigh, I have nothing to wear. Here's the truth. Elegance has never been about quantity. It's always been about smart choices. And some of Hollywood's most sophisticated women have uncovered a secret the fashion industry doesn't want you to know. There are specific habits, completely unrelated to owning fewer clothes, that can transform your relationship with getting dressed. These habits eliminate morning chaos, curb impulse shopping, and build a style that truly reflects who you are. But here's what no one tells you. These habits work precisely because you don't need to become a minimalist. In fact, they work better if you love fashion as much as I do. If you're tired of having a stuffed closet, but always feeling underdressed, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because these strategies are going to revolutionize the next 20 years of your style. The first habit will shock you with its simplicity. Eliminate before you organize. Martha Stewart built empires around organization, but there's one rule she applied religiously in her home that she never publicly emphasized. Elimination always comes before organization. Why? Because she knew that buying drawer dividers for a cluttered closet is like putting makeup over acne. You're just covering up the real issue. Most women do the opposite. They rush to the container store, buy beautiful organizers, but still can't find anything to wear, so the chaos remains, now just in prettier compartments. But when you reverse the process and remove what no longer serves you first, something powerful happens. You uncover amazing pieces that were hidden behind items you kept out of guilt. Try the reverse hanger test. Turn all your hangers backward at the start of the year. As you wear items, place their hangers back the normal way. After 6 months, any hangers still reversed? Those are prime candidates for goodbye. You literally haven't touched them. Or use the cruel photo method. Take a photo of your closet at its messiest, then take another after eliminating 30% of your wardrobe without organizing anything yet. The visual difference is stunning, and you haven't even opened a drawer organizer. Oprah Winfrey admitted in 2019 that she held on to clothes from the 90s for security until she realized that false sense of safety was sabotaging her daily choices. The breakthrough came when she finally chose to eliminate before reorganizing and discovered that curating teaches you more about your personal style than any expensive consultation. So remember, keeping pieces that carry guilt doesn't protect your investment. It confuses your visual identity and turns every morning into a negotiation with your past. The next habit will reveal why you keep buying the same colors over and over without even realizing it. Why so-so is the enemy of elegance. Steve Jobs wore the same black turtleneck every day because he discovered something women have known for decades. Mediocre decisions drain emotional energy. He realized that settling for good enough outfits wasted precious creative energy, so he eliminated the middle ground entirely. But here's the paradox. We, as women, invented this philosophy and then abandoned it at the store entrance. How many times have you said, "It's not that bad, kind of what I was looking for," and brought home a disappointment wrapped in tissue paper? That's because we confuse acceptable with perfect, but the result is always the same: a closet full of clothes that whisper May every morning. Olivia Pope has a ruthless rule. If a piece doesn't make her eyes light up at first glance, she doesn't even try it on. She started this after calculating how many hours she'd spent wearing clothes that made her feel just okay, and realized it added up to years of her life. Now, she only buys what sparks that instant "I need this now" feeling. The real trick? Ask the right question. Would I wear this tomorrow? If your answer hesitates for even a second, you've got your answer. Literally ask yourself where you'd wear it in the next 7 days. If you need to invent an occasion or say, "One day I'll need this," leave it on the rack. Pay attention to your posture when you try something on. Wow pieces make you walk differently, speak more confidently, and gesture with flair. So items subtly shrink you. Your body already knows what your mind tries to ignore. The closet cemetery of broken promises. Angelina Jolie is known for keeping only timeless staples, but here's the brutal truth she never shared. Most of the pieces in your closet died years ago. You just haven't had the funeral yet. We keep items like failed stock investments, technically still there, but the real value disappeared ages ago. That skirt you haven't worn since 2019, you swear you'll wear it again one day, but that day has the same chance of coming as the return of the dinosaurs. What's happened is you've created a graveyard of good intentions in your closet, and every morning you have to navigate ghosts of who you thought you'd be. Apply the 2-year rule. If something hasn't been worn in 2 full years, it's officially retired from your current lifestyle. Stop pretending you'll wear it again. You're no longer that person from 2 years ago. And when you find yourself thinking, "I'll wear this when," finish the sentence honestly. If the answer is, "When I lose weight," or "When I go back to the office," you're keeping clothes for a fantasy version of yourself. For every questionable piece, ask, "If I saw this in a store today, at the price I paid, would I buy it again?" If the answer is no, you're holding on to a bad purchase. not a hidden gem. Jennifer Aniston admitted she kept clothes from the 90s until 2020 for nostalgia, but realized that nostalgia was taking up precious physical and mental space. Once she let them go, she didn't miss a thing, because releasing them was actually a declaration of love for the present. Here's the psychological trick. When you release what no longer serves you, you automatically place more value on what remains. And that mindset shift applies far beyond your wardrobe. The next habit will reveal why you always feel like you don't have enough clothes. When buying fashion means adopting problems. Kim Kardashian has spent thousands on outfits that could only be worn once because they required full teams to dress her. It took her years to realize she was buying complications wrapped in silk. That's what happens when you confuse exclusive with practical and end up with a graveyard of pieces that behave more like employees than clothes, always needing special care, alterations, and extra accessories. You do the same thing when you fall in love with that gorgeous dress that only works with specific lingerie, impossible shoes, and dry cleaning after every wear. We romanticize the idea that it's worth the effort, but in reality, you're not buying a garment. You're adopting an expensive, high-maintenance pet. The real-life test is simple. If you have to create a special occasion to wear something, or if it requires a military-level protocol just to maintain it, you didn't buy fashion. You bought a problem with a price tag. Apply the 5-minute rule. If you can't put it on, wear it, and put it away in under 5 minutes. It's a fashion trap. Use the 3-accessory rule. If a piece needs more than 3 additional items to work, you're buying a puzzle, not an outfit. Try the laundry test. Ask yourself, can I wash this at home without stress? If the answer is no, factor in years of dry cleaning costs. Often, special care ends up costing more than the garment itself. Before buying anything, name 3 specific occasions in the next 30 days where you'd wear it. Can't do it? You're shopping for an imaginary life. Jennifer Lawrence learned this the hard way when she realized her closet was full of just-in-case gowns, but the events never came because her real life didn't involve weekly galas. A good purchase works immediately with your current life, not the life you imagine on Instagram. The antidote to your own sabotage. Warren Buffett has a golden rule. For every investment he makes, he keeps a list of the ones he rejected and why. He discovered that our brains have selective memory when it comes to failure, which makes us repeat the same mistakes thinking this time will be different. You do the same with clothes, only in reverse. You remember the outfits you loved, but conveniently forget the disasters. That's because your mind shields your ego by erasing fashion failures. But the result? You repeat the same self-sabotaging patterns, like buying 5-inch heels when you never wear anything above 2. The solution is brutally simple. Create a do not buy list from your own documented mistakes. Grab 5 pieces you never wear and do a postmortem. Write down exactly why each one failed. A color that matches nothing, itchy fabric, a cut that doesn't flatter you. These become your personal no-go patterns. For each category, shoes, tops, dresses, identify 3 specific traits that never worked for you. For example, never again low-rise jeans, or never again fabrics that wrinkle easily. Amal Clooney confessed she keeps a mental list of never again items after buying multiple dresses with necklines that made her uncomfortable. She realized she was shopping for the woman she thought she should be, not the one she really was. And when a tempting item pops up, ask yourself, have I had something like this before? How did it go? If the answer is bought it, never wore it, or felt weird in it, then you already have your answer. Amal's shift happened when she accepted that you can't fake a personality transformation just because something looks stunning on the hanger. Now, she checks that mental list before every impulse buy. The next mistake you're probably making? It's linked to the obsession with versatile pieces. Invest in versatile pieces. Anna Wintour has worn essentially the same uniform for decades. Colorful or printed midi dresses, cardigans, statement necklaces, and Chanel sunglasses. She discovered that having a consistent formula saves time and mental energy for more important decisions. This happened when she realized that versatile pieces are investments, not expenses, and she built a solid foundation that works in any situation. You do the opposite. You buy that gorgeous blouse that only goes with one specific pair of pants, and then complain about a lack of variety in your wardrobe. That's because we confuse special with versatile, but a piece that only works for 10% of your life is mathematically a bad investment. You're paying a premium for limited use. Try the cost per wear formula. Divide the price of a piece by the realistic number of times you'll wear it in a year. A 200 blouse worn 50 times costs 4 per wear. A 100 blouse worn 5 times, 20 per wear. Use the 3-occasion rule. A truly versatile piece should work in at least 3 different contexts: work, casual, and social. If it only fits one, you're paying full price for partial utility. Ironically, The most basic pieces are often the most transformative. A high-quality white shirt can become 20 different looks, depending on how you style it. Meghan Markle discovered this when she realized investing in neutral, versatile staples gave her more styling freedom than collecting flashy, hyper-specific items. Her royal wardrobe became surprisingly minimalist, but infinitely more sophisticated. And here's the cruel math. If a piece doesn't go with at least 70% of your current closet, you're not buying fashion, you're buying expensive decor. Create a wish list. Jeff Bezos implemented the shopping cart on Amazon to exploit human impulsiveness. The easier it is to buy, the more people shop without thinking. He learned that removing time between desire and purchase dramatically boosts sales. So all of e-commerce is designed to sabotage your rational decision-making. You fall into this trap every time you see something beautiful on Instagram and rush to buy it before it's gone. That's because we confuse manufactured urgency with real need. But the truth is, 90% of those must-have moments vanish within 48 hours. If you just wait. The solution? Create a wish list with a mandatory reflection period. Write down what you want and wait at least a week before buying. Oprah Winfrey has used this method for decades, putting everything into a maybe list and revisiting it after 30 days. She realized that most of her urges were emotional and fleeting, so that distance revealed the difference between a whim and true love. Pair this with 2 golden rules. Buy once, but buy well. Invest in higher quality upfront. It may cost more initially, but it prevents repeat purchases of inferior items that wear out quickly. One in, one out. For every new piece you add to your closet, remove one you no longer wear. It keeps your wardrobe balanced and clutter-free. This final habit isn't just about clothes. It's about conscious living, thoughtful choices, and building a wardrobe and a life that truly supports the woman you are today. Now you've got the treasure map to turn that morning chaos into a Zen experience. First, eliminate before you organize, because buying cute drawers for clutter still leaves you with expensive clutter. Second, if it's not a wow, it's a no. Your emotional energy is worth more than a meth piece. Third, set free what you don't wear. That graveyard of broken promises in your closet is taking up precious mental space. Fourth, stop buying problems disguised as fashion. Fifth, create your never again list. Your past fashion fails are free teachers for your present self. Sixth, invest in pieces that work for you, not against you. Seventh, build a buffer between desire and purchase. Your wallet and your sanity will thank you. If this video saved your wardrobe from intensive care, give it a like and subscribe, because we've got plenty more smart sarcasm and practical tips coming your way. Your life doesn't have to imitate the chaos of your old closet. Elegance is about conscious choices, not quantity. When you stop accumulating and start curating, something magical happens. You finally uncover your authentic style. Comment less is more if you agree.